Welcome back to Cowboys News TV, your go-to source for all things Dallas Cowboys. Today, we're diving into a topic that's always a hot discussion point as we approach the preseason: potential roster cuts. Specifically, we're looking at 3 Dallas Cowboys veterans who could be at risk of getting cut after the 2024 preseason. Before we dive into the details, make sure to subscribe to our channel and enable the notification bell. Your subscription is very important to us and helps us grow and reach our goal of 10,000 subscribers. Plus, you'll never miss out on the latest Cowboys news and updates. Alright, let's get into it. The NFL, as we all know, stands for the National Football League, but sometimes it feels like it could also stand for not for long. The constant changes and turnover in rosters make it clear that what stands today may not stand tomorrow. And cut down day isn't just for rookies trying to make their first roster, it can also be a day where seasoned veterans find themselves unexpectedly looking for a new team. With that being said, let's explore who among the Dallas Cowboys veterans could, and we emphasize could, be in danger of getting cut this preseason. First up, let's talk about CB Nation Wright. The cornerback room for the Dallas Cowboys is quite intriguing, primarily because there are many unknowns. Yes, they returned the pick-six king Darren Bland and fellow ballhawk Trayvon Diggs, but we have to remember that Diggs is less than a year removed from a torn ACL. Then there's Jordan Lewis, who rounds out a very talented trio. But beyond these 3, there are several players vying for consideration. The Cowboys have drafted 2 corners in the last 2 drafts, including Wake Forest's Kalen Carson in the 4th round this season. Additionally, they signed former first-round pick Garyon Conley, who most recently played in the UFL. Wright, a 3rd-round pick in 2021, could end up being part of the rotation for the Cowboys. However, he's also an unrestricted free agent after this season, and the Cowboys might be tempted to use his roster spot on another corner. This will be a prove-it preseason for Wright. Now, Cowboys Nation, we want to hear from you. Do you think Nation Wright will make the final roster? Drop a Y for yes or an N for no in the comments section below. And don't just vote, let us know why you feel that way. Your opinions matter, and we love hearing from you. Plus, your comments help us create content that you enjoy, so keep them coming. With that being said, let's explore who among the Dallas Cowboys veterans could, and we emphasize could, be in danger of getting cut this preseason. Our second player up for discussion is tight end Peyton Hendershot. The tight end room for the Dallas Cowboys has seen a lot of movement and potential new additions over the past 2 seasons. Last season, they drafted Luke Schoonmaker in the 2nd round. They also signed undrafted free agent John Stevens, who thoroughly impressed in the preseason before unfortunately suffering a torn ACL. This season, they gave a hearty signing bonus to undrafted free agent Brevin Spanforward. All 3 of these players have a legitimate chance to make the roster alongside the starting tight end, Jake Ferguson. This could spell trouble for Hendershot, who has shown flashes of potential in his 2 seasons with the Cowboys but only played in 8 games last season. Hendershot has also dealt with injuries this offseason, which could further complicate his standing. He'll need to get on the field during training camp and showcase his abilities if he wants to fend off the competition and secure his spot on the roster. Now, Cowboys Nation, we want to hear from you. Do you think Peyton Hendershot will make the final roster? Drop a Y for yes or an N for no in the comments section below. And don't just vote, let us know why you feel that way. Your opinions matter, and we love hearing from you. Plus, your comments help us create content that you enjoy, so keep them coming. While Hendershot's situation is a bit uncertain, he's not the only veteran who could be on the chopping block. The Cowboys front office will have to make some tough decisions this preseason. Balancing the need for experienced players with the potential of younger talent is always a tricky dance. Alright, time for a quick poll. Who do you think will have a bigger impact on the Cowboys offense this season, Jake Ferguson or Luke Schoonmaker? Vote in the poll and share your thoughts in the comments. Lastly, let's explore who among the Dallas Cowboys veterans could, and we emphasize could, be in danger of getting cut this preseason. Our first player up for discussion is offensive line Chuma Edoga. Next, let's talk about the offensive line, specifically Chuma Edoga. Speaking of fending off competition, there will be a lot of it on the offensive line this training camp. Dallas has about 7 offensive linemen they should feel good about. The other spots are up for grabs. Last season, Edoga snagged one of them and proved to be an asset, starting multiple games at multiple different positions. However, he also dealt with some injuries of his own. Edoga will battle with rookie Nathan Thomas, among others, to be a depth piece on the offensive line. The competition will be fierce, and Edoga will need to show that he can stay healthy and be a reliable backup at multiple positions if he wants to secure his spot. While the situations for Hendershot, Edoga, and Wright are uncertain, they're not the only veterans who could be on the chopping block. The Cowboys front office will have to make some tough decisions this preseason. Balancing the need for experienced players with the potential of younger talent is always a tricky dance. Alright, time for a quick poll. Who do you think will have a bigger impact on the Cowboys offense this season, Jake Ferguson or Luke Schoonmaker? Vote in the poll and share your thoughts in the comments. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and enable the notification bell. Your subscription is very important to us and helps us reach our goal of 10,000 subscribers. We appreciate every one of you in our Cowboys community. Now, shifting gears a bit, we need to talk about a topic that's been casting a shadow over the Cowboys' future, the uncertainty surrounding Dak Prescott's long-term future with the team. As the regular season approaches, it's seeming more and more likely that the Dallas Cowboys will not be able to retain franchise quarterback Dak Prescott beyond this season. Dak is entering the final year of his 4-year deal worth $40 million annually. CBS Sports' Jeff Kerr recently discussed this in his NFL pre-training camp overreactions and reality checks article, and he views Prescott leaving as a reality. So, what's contributing to this looming departure? There are several factors at play here. Firstly, there has been very little dialogue, if any, about getting Dak an extension. Unless something happens very quickly, Prescott will almost certainly be hitting free agency after this season. And let's be real, for a quarterback of his caliber, we're talking about a deal in the $52 million range, possibly even higher. Another huge factor is the Cowboys need to figure out how to pay wide receiver CeeDee Lamb before he hits free agency. And let's not forget about Micah Parsons, who's in the penultimate year of his rookie contract. Plus, future Hall of Fame guard Zach Martin is in the final year of his contract too. Martin might retire, but if not, he could also walk. Then there's the situation with Mike McCarthy. It's the final year of his deal as well, which adds another layer of uncertainty. All these factors are culminating in a season where the Cowboys have no choice but to win, but will they? This isn't really new information, but it's important to see how it fits into the current NFL calendar. It feels like the Cowboys have been falling asleep at the wheel this offseason. This might be their best chance to win another Super Bowl for Jerry Jones, but it doesn't seem like they're setting themselves up for success beyond this season. It's frustrating not knowing how the team will look 1 year from now. For a team that's rebuilding, this kind of contractual uncertainty is expected. But for a playoff caliber team like Dallas, it's concerning. Unless Dak gets hurt or plays terribly, someone will pay him, but will it be Dallas? There are plenty of quarterbacks potentially entering the 2025 NFL draft, but it's risky to count on that. The Cowboys have a history of putting the cart before the horse, and the only certainty about this year's team is that it will somehow find a way to disappoint its fan base. For as long as Jerry Jones is the owner, it will be more about him than about the team winning Lombardies. Thanks for tuning in to Cowboys News TV. We'll be keeping an eye on this story and updating you with any new developments. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any breaking news. Your support helps us grow and reach our goal of 10,000 subscribers. We appreciate every one of you in our Cowboys community. Until next time, go Cowboys!